Alrighty. Just put this up. Alright, so I'm Rena Pink Bunny, and this is the Vanishing at Ethan Carter. I'm going to stop recording when the run is done. There's some cutscenes after, but those are very spoilery, so we're not gonna look at them. Just another thing to note, for marathon runs, we would start from here because it is good, why not? But for our actual speed runs, we do start a little later on. So I'm going to start my live split timer from that point. I think it's like maybe like a minute into it, so it's not that bad. But anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam. Our narrator is the character we're playing. His name is Paul. He's gonna talk to us a lot during this whole thing.
Ethan Carter, I didn't know, but he knew who I was. When the police won't help you and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right, plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail, but soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn
I'm gonna
a map.
split when he says door.
I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
Okay, so there are 2 things you do in this game. We're doing the first one. For both parts, you take pieces and put them together in different ways. Yes? Please? What? Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. It was very uncooperative. Anyways, so Paul mentions that Ethan writes... What? Please? Why? There we go. Okay, that was very strange again. Oh, I must have been clicking that one. Anyways, these are all relevant to stories that Ethan has written.
Ethan, I told you, you can't be here.
But Gramp, I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
So, you can technically read the stories Ethan's written. Some of them are related to things, like, the man in this story is related to, is like based off of his grandfather.
Red Creek Valley seemed like a quiet, ordinary place. I've learned 2 things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one.
Alright, so the other thing you can do in the game is this area here. Well, this is the first one. You take items and you put them back to their previous location, like rewinding a scene. Then you have these blue ball things appear, and when you go over to them, little figures appear. And when you get them all, you can put them in chronological order. And when you do that, then you get to see the scene as it's played out and learn a little bit about what's happening. We're skipping as many of those as we can because they're not needed. Where are you? Oh, there it is, my bad. Huh. This is completely random. All you can do is figure out how it works. So now we're on to the second story, Mr. Spaceman. And all you can do is just follow him. Try to follow him, you know. Alright. So the fun thing about this part is this story has paper, like the last one, except it's locked away in a cabinet. It eventually opens, but if you move around during this part, it apparently prolongs the opening of the cabinet. So we just sit here and let it go. Alright, so now that we've landed in outer space. Whoops.
Get out of my room, Travis!
Stories, stories. Always with the stories.
Get out!
I read the Fangs one. I liked the Beast. At least he gets to leave this goddamn place.
Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. Anyways, so Travis is Ethan's brother. And, you never see the people mentioned, actually. You'll see why. You see them in the scenes, but we won't really be doing those, so.
No trains have been through here for a long time. That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rot, dark things grow.
Alright. So, Paul's probably going to mention this randomly, but he's going to mention a sleeper, and it's basically like an entity or whatever that's taken over the family. I'm not really going to get much more into that for spoiler sakes, but that's what he's talking about. So we're gonna do 2 more stories over here. The one that we're coming up on has a little bit of RNG. Nothing major, but it does have a significant time loss.
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future. But I can see the future. So it is the past that interests me. If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you. Is cheating truly unfair to others? Would you prefer anonymity over notoriety? Does sin come from the heart or the mind? Do you take that which you know you will not return? Do you admire thieves for their bravery or their greed? Does death bring peace or suffering? Ethan, the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along. Stop living in your head. Do something real. That's what people respond to. Reality.
Alright, so now that we are left with the questions that the witch has posed to us and we can think about it, Missy is his mom. She does seem kind of like a witch. Alright, so the next one we're doing is, see this house here? We're not going inside, but we are going to recreate the inside of the house. Inside this other house over here. Makes a lot of sense, I know. Anyways, so the story that Ethan writes about for this is about like a magician and his potions. It's actually like the town drunk making moonshine or something. Anyways, so I'm going to be a little slow here, making sure that the doors are properly put. If you mess up, you have to do like most of them all over again, so that's not ideal, let me tell you. Can I? Nope. Okay, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh. Almost ran into that one. That's called catching yourself at the very last second. Alright, here we go.
Why are you standing there? You spying?
No.
No, huh? What the hell's wrong with you exactly?
Nothing.
You need to stop leaving your stupid stories around. They're freaking everyone out.
Alright. So that's his uncle. His uncle's mean. In case you haven't noticed. Alright, so now we're gonna do our clip. It's like the one major trick in the game. And hopefully I can get this. You just come over here out of bounds and just hold forward and bam! That's how you do that. Yes. But now we're gonna go back in bounds. Sadly, all good things must come to an end.
I could feel two kinds of darkness here in Red Creek Valley. The first you walked into, and with any luck, walked out of. But the other darkness was deeper, stickier, unknowable, and it wanted me to leave.
Alright, so we triggered, whoops, that dialogue of Paul's. But we're supposed to be going the other way. And the other way is towards the end of the game. So, why are we going back? Well, we are backtracking because one of Ethan's stories is back here. Now, why are we getting all Ethan's stories but not all of the scenes? Well, the scenes actually don't matter. The scenes matter in the sense that they help put together the story. And the last two scenes we'll be doing, and that's because they enable us to get further in the game. Otherwise, we're unable to go anywhere. However, at the end of the game produces a checklist and checks off all of Ethan's stories. So you need to make sure you do all of them, which is why we're backtracking. This one is my least favorite. It's very scary, so don't mind me. We have a friend. This is RNG. Our friend has like 3 spawn points. And if he spawns in the wrong spot, oh, he's dead. It's bad. It's not good. And if he doesn't spawn in the ideal spot, we have no idea where he spawned. So you're supposed to go through this super creepy maze and find corpses to get clues for a puzzle that we'll do later. Hang on, let's listen. There he is. Mr. Friend is in good spot, so we can run away from him and not worry about him. We can do our puzzle. That guy scares me. Seriously, scares me. Alright, anyways, our friend is like a zombie miner or a mummified miner or something. A cursed miner? I think that's what he's called. I'm not sure. Alright, oops. Huh. And there, we did it. Oh dear. This doesn't look good. Maybe we should leave. Oh my god, it's a octopus. What are we gonna do? Let's leave. Oh, there's the water's rising. Oh, what have we done? Oh gosh. Okay, where are we? Oh, yes. Just gonna grab this paper and read it.
Ethan, I told you to stay out. God damn it. Look, it's dangerous in here. I'll read your story later. Okay? And, please don't tell your mother I'm in here. All right? Okay. Now, you go. Get back home.
All right. So that's Dale. That's Ethan's dad. So now that we did that, we can go and continue on. That is it for Ethan's stories. We just have to do 2 of the scenes. And like I mentioned before, we do these 2 particular scenes because they open doors. And we need to get through those doors. All right. Alrighty. So, like I mentioned with the scenes, you basically got to go collect some pieces, put it all together, and then you start constructing the scene. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run over here and just grab a pair of scissors. They're a fine pair of scissors. And then we're just going to come down on over here. Oops. Oops. Wow. I'm just getting stuck on everything. Oh, look at that. I know where that can fit. Let's go put it there. Okay. Put that there. Put the scissors there, and we're just going to complete this. So now we have to wait for all the things to land so that we can start like activating the figures. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm waiting for the closest one to spawn. Here we go. So now we're going to start tagging them. And now it's going to play through all of them for us, but that would be very spoilery, so we're just going to skip them. No spoilers for you guys. Anyways, so now that we've put it all together, one more of these is going to emerge, and it's going to show us kind of like either where we need to go or a new location, or I don't know. But we already know where we're going, so we're just going to keep going. So right about this point, it realizes it needs to be ahead of us, so there it goes. And now the door's open.
You disturbed it.
Excuse
Travis,
me.
we can get rid of it. I know exactly what we're up against. Don't listen to what's in your head.
So this is a valve. We're going to turn the valve. I think I split.
This sleeper was feeding on them. Their hate, their distrust. Ethan's father figured suicide wouldn't feed it, but it did. I could feel it sitting somewhere out there, fat as a bullfrog, digesting.
All right. So why did we turn that valve? We turned the valve to lower the water here so we could cross. So yeah, we needed to open the door to go turn a valve. But now we're just going to take a casual walk through the woods. It's going to be nice. Enjoy the scenery and the view.
Ethan was close. I could feel him.
I really enjoy like the scenery and the graphics and everything in this game. I think it's really pretty. So here we are, our final location. Open says me. Alright, here we go. So this is all we need to do, is check this guy out. So we got one more to do. Boarded up windows. I'm not sure why we need windows. Wait for these to spawn. Hopefully I tagged these properly. Excellent.
Gale,
And now
it has to
there's
be this way.
not a boarded up window,
The
but a
sleeper
skeleton.
must not wake.
You know.
Burning the room won't matter, Ethan. The sleeper's inside us now.
Grandpa! Get back!
We all have to die. Even you. Even me.
Alright. Now we just need to get in here. We're getting near the end.
Wake up. Well, kid, you stopped it. It was horrible, but you stopped it.
Paul Prospero? Are you really
I'm
here?
sorry, Ethan. I was late. Too late.
You're right. You were too late.
Alright. Alright, so... Inspect.
Here,
Alright.
again. I knew this story, and it was Ethan's as much as it was mine. And it wasn't finished.
So now
Not yet.
the game's gonna do a checklist. And then when I lose control of the game, time will happen. And I'll let you know. Here. That's the end of it.